Welcome to With One Accord, presented by the Houston Chamber Choir each Monday and Friday to renew and refresh us through the power of choral music. I'm Robert Simpson, founder and artistic director. Armed with a degree from Luther College and some high school teaching experience, Beth Willer headed for Boston to start a master's degree in choral conducting with Ann Howard Jones at Boston University. Just a year later, Beth felt the urge to start her own group. Having had a profound experience at Luther singing in a women's choir, Beth wanted to establish a professional ensemble of sopranos and altos to elevate and expand the repertoire for women's voices. And so in 2007, her talent, determination, and vision resulted in the founding of what is now the world-renowned vocal octet, the Lorelei Ensemble. Their ongoing commitment to new music for women's voices has resulted in more than 60 world, U.S., and regional premieres. Her Story, a major composition by acclaimed composer Julia Wolfe, is its most recent project. It's a co-commission by 5 American orchestras in Nashville, San Francisco, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and Boston. Written for Lorelei to commemorate the centennial of the 1920 ratification of the 19th Amendment, Her Story is the latest in a series of Julia Wolfe's compositions highlighting monumental and turbulent moments in American history and culture. Beth Willer has been praised for her directorial command and technical expertise. A versatile and vibrant clinician, she enjoys working as a guest conductor for students and professional ensembles alike. Having previously taught at Harvard and Boston Conservatory, Beth just moved from Bucknell University to Peabody Conservatory in Baltimore to be Associate Professor and Director of Choral Studies. Here's Beth to introduce the Lorelei Ensemble.
Hi, this is Beth Willer from Lorelei Ensemble. Thanks for having us today. I'm excited to share a track with you from our new album Love Fail by David Lang on the Cantaloupe label, which we just released in June. This was a piece originally written for Anonymous 4 and then a new version written for Lorelei back in 2016 that we premiered at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. The piece is about an hour long, multi-movement, and the heart of the piece is the story of Tristan and Isolde, which if you know it, you probably know Wagner's opera, the most famous telling of this very famous love story. And what David has done in this piece is he's taken multiple tellings, which it's a very ancient story, far predating Wagner. And in each of those tellings, he's pulled out a detail or details that are really distinct for that telling. So, of course, in an oral tradition, there's going to be an evolution of the details of how the story unfolds. And about every other movement in the piece is relating to that particular love story. And what he's then done is interpolated texts from Lydia Davis and other modern and ancient sources that really reflect on romantic relationships, but also just any relationship between two people that involves love and loss. And this particular movement is the second to last movement, break number 3, If I Have to Drown. And what he's done in this movement is combine 2 separate texts into a single text, the words of Thomas of Britain and the Yom Kippur liturgy. Here in a duet. In the original, this is in fact a solo, and he's expanded that texture in the version for Lorelei. It's a brilliantly powerful text and really a profound use of silence and opportunity for us as performers and for you as listeners to stop and rehear the text that's just been sung before the next line comes into our ears. I think this is one of the most incredible movements in the entire piece. Of course, I hope you'll listen to the entire work if you have an opportunity. Again, that's out on the Cantaloupe label as of June 2020. And we hope to see you at a live performance in the future. But in the meantime, this is a great way to get to know and listen to Lorelei. Please enjoy break number 3, If I Have to Drown, from Love Fail.
If I have to drown, I know that you will drown. If I have to burn, I know
The Houston Chamber Choirs with One Accord is your one-stop shop for choral joy. If you enjoyed this podcast, help us to continue our mission to grow the esteem and appreciation of choral music by sharing, reviewing, and subscribing to our content. As a 501c3 nonprofit, support from listeners like you allows us to continue to create new and exciting programming. For more information about us and how you can support our work, please visit houstonchamberchoir.org/give.